Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Ball carrier.
A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Sammy Watkins.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Stafford. He's got Burton here. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run it here. This is James White.
James White.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Stafford. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford looks to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now the rookie out of Wisconsin. This is Jonathan Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Stay with you. Hey, 5-0. 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 7.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete.
Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, 260! 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, 50. Let's get out.
Here's Stafford. Looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
First down, Cincinnati.
First down, here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. And Burrow going to throw again. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll throw from the gun. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
He was brought down by
Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Monday.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They run with Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take wins. Check safety. Zebra.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Makes the score.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Terry Godwin, 75 yards. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
13.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it in their end zone, and that strip may have just saved this ball game for them. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
5. Colts 13.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Check back. 22.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They go right back to White here on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Watch the slant. Alert! Bang! 53. Ready? 55. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
From the 44, Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Matthew Stafford.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
To throw is Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Just gotta be patient, baby. Just gotta be patient.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now,
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He was taken down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that one will be accepted. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Number 28, Jonathan.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Stafford. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return will stop right around the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Mixon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need it? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So